All right, so we're currently rank 11 in the world. And let's see where we are in the US. We're rank 3. We're rank 3 in the US. Let's go, guys. Just gonna get straight into it. This is a pretty common, pretty popular base from a few seasons ago. I think it's tweaked a little bit, but it looks like the funnel is pretty easy to make on this side right here. I'm actually gonna start on the top side here because it's less likely to be baited than that bottom side. Invis on 7. Ooh, okay, Tesla. Just need the RC to walk in here. I don't know if she'll go. Perfect. This is kind of where we want her to go here. So you can take out the scatter shot. Hopefully the poison tower as well. That would really help us out a lot. Let's get that out of the way early. Ooh, no, guess not. She's going the wrong way. That's alright for us. Last invis here. Probably don't need any more value. Yeah, let's just pick her up because I don't want to risk it there. Ice Golem, King, Queen here. Gonna wall break the King in on that side. There's not a bunch of damage here, so I'll actually use another Ice Golem on this side. And yeah, let's do that then. King's gonna go to ability, which is fine. Oh, perfect. Activates the poison tower early for us. Let's see if our roots go in for this middle section. Nice, that's great. Let's use the Warden ability, stuff splitting a little bit, and I want my RC to go into the middle as well. I do not want her to follow my Queen on the outside here. Let's overgrowth this top side here. I don't want stuff going that way. And then I'll use an invis here to keep everything alive there under the big damage. And I use all these little goblin guys here and the super barbs to support on the backside here. Let's see, RC is still alive. Gonna use the last free spell to support my RC here. So when some of this stuff starts opening up again, I'm just gonna use that to protect my RC. Still nice. The giant is on the inside. That's actually pretty good for us. So we want that to go and just walk forward, take everything out. A bunch of damage here, so I'm just gonna use the freeze there. Giant's still at full health. That's perfect. So this hopefully this minion prince goes down here, because if not, then that could be a big problem for us. No, it looks like he's going down. Okay, nice. This is a triple. A little bit closer here. Probably what I should have done is to enter on the narrow side of the base. So after I clear the funnel here, start from this side here and then walk down. Because here, there were a lot of defenses that were pulling the roots onto the bottom side. But yeah, regardless, this is a triple. Alright, next hit here. It's kind of a similar base to the other one. I guess these poison bases are coming back a bit. I'm gonna take a guess that these top sides are super baited. And I think I can get some decent value coming in from one of these bottom sides. So I'm gonna start from... This side looks a little bit easier. Should be able to reach the monolith here, actually, if I'm smart about how I play this. Invis here. Let's see where our RC paths. Probably not going to go for the monolith, actually, but that's alright. We just need to clear this funnel, take out some of the buildings here, and then we'll push our roots into the bottom left side. Okay, unfortunately, she's targeting this minion prince. It's not great for us. Can I get one more Fox cycle? Ooh, I did, but I just wanted to be safe there. And just use the extra invis. It's worth it, just to make sure my RC doesn't like take a lot of damage or anything like that. Okay, that's all we need. Now, King and Queen on this side. We actually hit the tornado trap, which is really, really good for us. And then starting the roots here. Nice. 2 heroes at the start, so I'm just going to use the Headhunter there. Ooh, that's not good pathing for the start of our roots right here, but it's alright. We'll use the Eternal Tome here since there's a decent amount of damage. And we actually want some stuff to go down to this part, so I'm going to use some Super Barbs. Alright, and then I'll use my RC ability here. And I'll freeze this, because that's a bunch of damage. RC's taking out the Town Hall. Great, that's kind of what we're looking for. And I'll use the barbs on the back end, plus the super barbs. And I'll probably overgrowth. What should we overgrowth? It's not really a bunch of... Oh, it's not good. It's really not good. Is this a fail? Might be a fail here. But we still have the queen, and we still have the giant, so we shouldn't be too worried. I'm gonna overgrowth this. Take off a lot of the damage there. Oh no, this looks like a fail. This is for sure a fail. Damn, okay. Alright, well, that's okay. I haven't failed in about a week, and I guess this is it. I think just the heroes were... There's just a bit too much stuff there for my heroes to deal with. So I didn't make a really good funnel for my troops there. That definitely caused some issues here. Yeah. Giant is for sure gonna die here. I mean, I'm still gonna get... It's gonna be a pretty high percent fail here. Literally the only thing that will stay up is probably just the monolith and the stuff over there. So it'll be probably like a 90... I don't know, 97? Yeah, 97%. Oh, it's so unfortunate. Maybe this is even a time fail as well, because these guys can go over and kind of tank for my queen a bit. My queen might even be able to take out this monolith. Yeah, I actually think she will. Damn, okay, 97. It's alright though, it's alright. Oh, I'm getting hit on defense already. Actually, I'll watch that. Oh, actually, it looks like a defense for us as well. So that's gonna be great. Alright, this base here. Pretty tough base if you go this direction, because there's a dead space here. What I'll do is I'll funnel this left side here out. Then I'll send my roots into like the narrower side of the base. So starting on this side. I actually have to take a look at the last fail there. I don't know. That was really not good. But I guess it happens. And I'm rushing my hits today, so I'm probably... That's probably adding a bit of pressure to this, but it's okay. Not gonna stress it, because I can't let the previous attacks affect the future attacks. I still got a bunch of bases to triple here, so not gonna let that affect me. Alright, let's see. Probably gonna use my king ability when he steps up here. Just use it here. Maybe take the poison tower. Perfect. Okay, and also he funnels out all of that side over there. So now all my roots entering into this core area. I'm gonna use the Eternal Tome there. Then I'll overgrowth this because I want everything to head down to this bottom side together, like with the roots and the heroes. Still have 3 invises. So I'll use that in the core here since they're facing 2 fire spitters all at the same time. A bunch of damage. Use the goblins here with the 4 super barbs to support. King's taking a bunch of damage, but it's okay. Alright, my RC's heading down to this area, so I'm gonna freeze the minion prince there, because that's a bunch of damage as well. Queen Stall's ability, that's good. Use the invis to protect my RC here. Hopefully she can take out this cannon. Yeah, I'll just use another one here. It's Queen Stall's ability, so I'm not gonna worry about her. She's gonna be alive for a while. And Queen with ability plus all those roots should be able to take the final compartment there. And she has healers as well. Yeah, she got this for sure. I mean, this is still my best offensive season so far, which is actually pretty surprising. I've had pretty decent, offensive seasons before, but this is still the best right now. I think I'm averaging around 313 or 314. Hopefully today is gonna be the it's gonna be at 312. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully we can keep it up. Next base. Wow, I'm facing so many of these today. Like these like poison, um, like ring style bases. What should I do on this one? Think I'll take kind of the same approach as I did the last one, where I'll start my RC on this side, just funnel out some of these, buildings on this side, and then I'll enter into the narrower side of the base. So invis there. Probably go for the Inferno here. So I'm actually gonna use the invis on the Inferno because we can have her skip that. She'll go, or the aura will take that out. All right, she's going down. It's actually perfect for us because this fire spitter out of the way would be really, really great. Gonna use a baby drag here to clear some of that. And since she's in like a pretty decent value area here, I'm just gonna let her walk. And she's not gonna get the archer tower, so I'm gonna pick her up there. Alright, queen here, king here. I want my king to go down, so let's put some of these goblins and a super barb to funnel there. Like once this building's gone, he'll head down. And wall break here to open that. Now the rest of our roots, or the rest of our army, the roots. Freeze over there with the ice golem. And just gonna use my king ability here to take out all of those buildings super early and funnel my troops into the middle. And then as they enter here, I'm gonna use the warden ability now. Nice, that's really good. And honestly, I mean, this is a bunch of damage, so I'm just gonna overgrowth that. I mean, it's not good for pathing, but in these cases, I think I'm just gonna go for the extra, like, damage alleviation instead of pathing, because we have plenty of troops left here, I think. So they should be able to just overwhelm the rest of that base, or like the base, what's left of the base here. Alright, freezing that, because that's the biggest damage. Gonna spawn the giant here for my queen, and then I'll use the invis to protect my RC there. This is another triple. Okay. Nice. Alright, this base. Pretty easy base. We've hit this one a bunch of times. I want to enter into this bottom side, ideally, because the tornado trap is usually opposite of the Giga Bomb, so I'd rather face that. So actually, counterintuitively, I would start my RC on this side, because then she'll walk towards the Wizard Tower on the other side, and then she'll go in for the Monolith. So this is kind of just only experience you'll get from attacking a bunch of these bases. But actually she's still gonna go up, which I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. We would prefer that she go down, but we prefer the funnel she makes here more than, you know, her going down. So that's all right. Just gonna pick her up there. Don't need any value. Gonna let the Valks actually work here. And queen here, king here. Want the king to walk down into this compartment. Now roots here. Yeah, as I said, tornado trap early there. Okay. Now we're starting with an early rage, pushing everything in. Balloon's already died, so I'm gonna use that, and then I'm gonna use the Eternal Tome right away because they're in a big damage area here. Maybe I'll even freeze this here because that's so much damage. Gonna use the king ability to push everything in there, or push my queen in. At least. Invising this, because that just takes away the damage. Using the queen ability up there. And then once this rage tower goes off, then I'll just overgrowth it. Alright, overgrowthing this. And I'm not overgrowthing that fire spitter, because I want the fire spitter to stay up since it's pointing the opposite way. Then as everything enters into this back area, I'll just use all my goblins and the super barbs to take everything out on the back end. And yeah, this is going to be a triple. This is usually the best way to approach this base. It's a very straight path for the roots, and it is a lot of damage at once, but um, you know, it definitely is a uh, pretty good approach here. Because as you can see, it's a decently good overkill. So this is definitely the key here is having the earthquake boost to open up the town hall compartment. All right, an invis base. This is perfect for us. These are free. So just make sure to use the log launcher here. Actually, I'm gonna enter from the top side because likely the tornado trap's on the bottom side. So I'd rather go into an easier side here. Using the invis on 7. I was a little bit late, but it's okay. I just need these 2 cannons to go down. That's literally it right here. Alright, so next invis here. You can use a baby drag to start the funnel. And once this cannon goes down, I'm just gonna recall my RC. Because the path is already set right here. Ooh, lots of bombs there too. Alright, perfect. So now we do queen here, king here. And then I want my king to walk into this compartment. So I'm using those 2 super barbs. And then roots in here. Make sure to place the log launcher super far in the front. Even if it gets targeted, it's totally fine. We're not worried about the log launcher staying alive for the whole hit. It's just to activate the invis tower early. And king steps up here using the spiky bulk, one-shotting all those defenses. And now, see, the pathing is so clear for our roots to go into the center. It's exactly what we're looking for. Gonna overgrowth this here, keeping all the roots on the bottom side. And then I'll invis this in the middle since that's a ton of damage. I'm gonna use the goblins and the barbs on this side with a wall break. And yeah, this is looking crushed already. I mean, I still have quite a few spells here to use if any of my troops need support. Just probably gonna save it for the monolith here if I need to. We'll see. Yeah, let's just use it right here. Queen, go into ability. Use the headhunter right there. Oh, there's a hero, I forgot. Invis out again. Yeah, I mean, I don't need this, but... Nice. Another triple. This base is always free for us, but it is kind of tough for dragons if you don't know how to hit it correctly. Oh, I didn't see this last building. This is pretty hard to see on the back end, low-key. Alright. An invis, like an early invis base here. Interesting. Alright, here's how I'm gonna approach it. Same trick, log launcher early for this. And I need to make sure all my troops go into this middle. So I need to take this side with my RC, and then I'll take this side with my heroes. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's start with my RC on this side right here. So she paths into the center. I'm gonna take note of that corner Tesla, because likely there are other corner Teslas. Let's check. Oh, actually, no. Maybe not. Maybe it's just that one corner Tesla right there. Alright, next invis here. Ideally, we want her to walk up after this. Let's see if she does that. If not, I'll invis. Alright, I'm gonna invis because I want her to walk up. Ooh, okay. I'm not sure where she's going here. Not really sure where she's going here, but I mean, I guess that's alright. We'll just let her take some of this stuff out here. And just gonna pick her up and early. Alright, heroes in on this side since we have to adjust a little bit. And then we'll use the log launcher with our heroes push to activate the town hall. The town hall invis. And the rest of our troops in on this side. Okay, looking good. And the funnel here actually should be pretty well set for our roots. We use a king ability. And then I'll probably use the warden ability as they enter into this core area as well, since they're under a bunch of fire there, and especially my RC. The RC ability here as well. Let's just do that because a bunch of damage here. Honestly, I'm gonna rage literally just my RC. That's like fine with me. If she can take out the monolith, she can take out all that value. Then we'll overgrowth this on the back end, push everything back into this side. Alright, this is not a super clean attack. My initial RC walk didn't really go to plan. But I think I actually still got this because it's still my queen ability. That's really gonna carry me here. And the roots will just open up some of these walls for me. Let's actually use this here to protect everything there. I don't want my queen to go to ability now because I want the giant for the back end here. And I want to keep as many roots alive early on as I can. But let's see if we can sneak an archer here. Maybe there? No, I don't think so. Alright, that's fine. Whatever. Now let's spawn the giant. Want him to kind of walk in here and take a lot of those. Just tank for the multi-gear cannon. Nice. Doing a lot of great tanking there. And yeah, it's going to be another triple. I don't know. My mood is still a little bit ruined by the fail. That's quite unfortunate. I haven't failed in like almost a week now. And I think probably just like me being in a rush, since I'm doing all my hits, early, right at reset, probably affected me a little. All right, and last base here. It's the same one as the other one. We'll do kind of the same trick here. Wait, let's look at where the Giga Bomb is. We want to enter from this top side, so let's do RC here. All right, I'm just going to do an insta redirect here for our RC to go into the monolith. All right. And hopefully our RC will go back up for the mortar now. Let's hope that happens. Nice. Mortar gets taken. And then let's get the air defense as well, because we want to narrow down the pathing for our roots a little bit. And let's switch back to the normal siege. All right, that's all the value we need. That's pretty much good. Funnel set here. Use super barb there. Ice golem on this side. Wall break my king into that compartment, and then rest of my roots here. I'm gonna do another early rave spell there, keeping everything alive, and then gonna use the warden ability here as well, since there's a bunch of damage at the front or at the start of the hit. And as everything enters into this core, another rage. Nice, queens are going back out. That's exactly what we want to see. I will invis that. Gonna freeze that stuff over there. Use the RC ability in the core. King's gonna open up all those walls. Maybe I should have been a little bit more patient, but that's alright. Is the rage gonna go off? Rage really doesn't want to go off here. Alright, now rage goes off, so we're gonna overgrowth that. And then we'll send the rest of our goblins and the super barbs to support there. Nice. This is another... this is gonna be a 312 day, I think, or 311. I'm not sure. What was the fail that we had? 97? Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. That's alright. That's alright. It's just about consistency. My friends always make fun of me for saying that, but I mean, that is the reality of Legends is, you just have to make sure that you're consistent every day. If you have one fail, it's not the end of the world. Just make sure it doesn't affect the rest of your hits, and make sure that one bad day you have doesn't affect the rest of your days as well. All right, so we're currently rank 11 in the world. And let's see where we are in the US. We're rank 3. We're rank 3 in the US. Let's go, guys. Yeah, 311 day. Really, really unfortunate. But it's all right. 320 day yesterday. And we're going to slowly climb back up, in our push to top 100. So, hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I guess you got to see one of my fails after a week straight of of triples, but hopefully you can learn from that and don't make the same mistakes that I did. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next episode.